2021 was a very good year to us, and that we're happy that we received 100% funding from the federal government through the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. Most of the things we listed to be done in 2021 was achieved to almost 100%. One of the things we did in 2021 was our primary mandate of making provision for our farmers in terms of giving them good planting materials to plant in their various farms. So in 2021, the Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria, in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, were able to raise about 500,000 seedlings of cocoa that we distributed to farmers across all the cocoa producing states in the country. The materials we generated and distributed to farmers are high yielding, they are disease resistant, and most of them are early bearing. And we believe that in achieving the goals of increasing the productivity of cocoa in Nigeria, we have to start from good planting materials, providing good planting materials to farmers. So this is one of our achievements in 2021. Apart from that, our scientists have been able to visit several farms in the country, providing what we call the expertise advice to farmers in terms of the quality of the soils, in terms of the fertility and how to ameliorate the declining fertility. Our scientists have been able to visit farms and advise farmers in terms of the good agronomic practices that they are supposed to do to make their farms very productive. For example, our scientists visited farms around Ondo and Cross River states, where they advise farmers in terms of pruning, in terms of copicing their cocoa farms to bring them back to life and make them more productive. Apart from that, in 2021, the Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria have been able to train stakeholders, particularly farmers, in what we call the best agricultural practices, from planting to processing to packaging and to storage. We did all that in 2021, and we believe that will assist farmers to get what we call the best quality cocoa beans, which can be exported, and it will also reduce or even eliminate rejection of our cocoa beans in the international market. So those are some of the achievements we were able to do in 2021. Apart from that, I will also go into the proper research. We've been able to establish more research plantations. In 2021, here in the headquarters, we've been able to establish about 3 hectares of cocoa research plantation, which we established using airlight materials that we have in our germplasm plots. Also in 2021, we've been able to reach out to farmers in terms of, I'm talking of cashew farmers now, in terms of what they can do with their surplus cashew apples. So we train them in terms of processing the cashew apples into juice. And this we did in Ogbomoso and some other areas. In 2021 also, my scientists have been able to process what we call cocoa beans to be able to determine the flavor quality. We established the cocoa flavor lab in 2021, and the lab became very functional in 2021. This is a lab that has been accredited and known to be one of the best cocoa flavor laboratory in Africa. The laboratory is functioning very well, and all our cocoa stakeholders, especially the exporters, the producers, and the processors, can now bring samples of their cocoa beans into our cocoa lab, to our cocoa flavor lab. We run it through our lab, and we'll be able to tell you this is the flavor of the cocoa samples that you send to us. This is very good because the people will export our cocoa beans to also cherish good flavor cocoa. And as time goes on, this lab, our cocoa flavor lab, will be able to certify the cocoa beans sent to us, so that by the time you present your cocoa for selling in the international market, if it comes with our certification, it's possible it will give you what we call a premium on your cocoa beans that we are selling in international market. So those are some of the achievements that we made in 2021. Coming to infrastructure, apart from our research, which is the core mandate, we're also being able to make a lot of facelifts to many of our infrastructure. The office here and the whole directorate office here were renovated in 2021. And this is up to standard. You can attest to it. Apart from that, in 2021, like I've earlier mentioned, we also upgraded the cocoa flavor laboratory to international standard. In 2021, we were able to put a fence, a very beautiful, befitting fence for Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria. And it's a big achievement, and we want to use this opportunity to thank the federal government for providing the fund. Since this institute was established in 1964, there was no fence. And we've been having problems of pilfering of our research materials, apart from encroachment of our land by neighboring communities. So this befitting fence is beautiful, and it's one of the major achievements in 2021. Apart from that, we have what we call the fermentary building, which I found very dilapidated when I came into office. So in 2021, we made up our mind with my management team, and we said we have to do something to this dilapidating structure of the fermentary. So as we are coming into the institute, you find a very beautiful building just by your right hand side. That is our new fermentary. It's one of the achievements of 2021. Together with my management team, we believe that the 2022 will be a better year than 2021. We are still expecting our budget, but we believe that the budget will be something that will be appreciable. We want to continue with our research, which is our core mandate. Research into producing high-yielding varieties of our 5 mandate crops: the cocoa, cashew, coffee, kola, and tea. We want to continue in that direction. That is our primary and core mandate. So we want to continue with our research, and by the year 2022, I want to see new varieties of some of these 5 mandate crops to be released. That is one. In 2022, we also plan to do more training, conduct more training, reach out to more farmers, and teach them exactly all the practices that will lead to getting very high quality produce at the end of the day. So those are the things we planned. Apart from that, in 2022, last year we were able to partner with the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, and we were granted a research grant of about 50 million to produce what we call seed gardens, where we'll produce high quality planting material that will distribute to farmers in 4 states of the Federation. So in 2022, our plan is to make that proposal workable, establish those seed gardens, and so that we can be able to reach out to more farmers. In 2022, we are planning to produce 1 million seedlings, which we are going to also distribute to farmers through the various farmers associations. In 2022, we plan to continue with our infrastructural upgrades, in terms of upgrading the laboratory, upgrading the building, which means the administrative building. We also intend to continue with the fencing, because the fencing is just the first phase in 2021. So we want to continue and complete at least that of the headquarters and the frontage of the headquarters in 2022. In 2022 also, we want to reach out to our substations to see if we can be able to upgrade some of the facilities in the substation. These are just some out of many of our plans for 2022. We have entered into the new year 2022, and with all the various government plans for 2022, my message is for us to support the present administration to make sure that all what was lined up for 2022 is achieved. Without us supporting the government, all their plans, their good plans for us might not be able to come to fruition. So my message there, and even to all the farmers out there, is to join hands together to support the present administration, so that all the good plans they have for us can come to fruition. I'm also appealing to farmers out there to come to Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria, especially cocoa farmers, cashew farmers, cola farmers, tea and coffee farmers. Come to Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria. This is your one-stop shop for all the problems that you have, the solutions to all the problems that you have in your farms. We are ready, we are capable, we have knowledgeable scientists, and we are together with you in making sure that you get bumper harvest from your plantations. Thank you very much. We thank the federal government for providing us 100% funding for 2021. But like Oliver tweets, we always go back to ask for more. The institute have about 1,000 staff. We also have substations that are located in the 6 geopolitical zones of the country, and we have staff all over those areas. And the purpose of establishing the substations is to be able to serve our clients, our farmers, our teeming farmers around those areas where the institute substations are located. And the state of those substations are a little bit not good enough, and one of our challenges is to get additional funds to be able to upgrade the facilities in those substations. Those substations we use them for raising seedlings, to be able to reach the farmers at the hinterland. Apart from that, we also have some scientists that are located there, so that the farmers around that areas can reach out to the scientists, and they will visit their farms and give the necessary advice to the would-be farmers. So what we are appealing to the government is to give us more funding to be able to upgrade the facilities in various substations. Apart from that, we also have the issues of land encroachment in these substations that we have in the 6 geopolitical zones. The communities are now clamoring for either compensation or taking back part of the land, and we are appealing to the government to help us to come in terms of fencing these our substations. If we have a good fencing, I think it will limit the issue of the community trying to take back the land that they already gave us. Coming to the headquarters, yes, funding is also a major challenge in the headquarters. We don't have regular electricity supply in the institute. In an area where there is no good supply of electricity, no quality research can come out of it. So we spend a lot of money in providing power in terms of using generators and diesel, which is eating up our overheads. So it's a major challenge to us. We are appealing to the government to come to our rescue in terms of helping us to provide stable and very good electricity to our institute. Same thing with water. We also need in a laboratory. Laboratories need running water, constant running water. We have a dam, but the dam have been moribund and is not been functioning. So these are one of the areas we are appealing to government to intervene and help us to rehabilitate our dams. We also have, in terms of infrastructure, some of the equipment in our laboratories are getting obsolete, and we need to replace some of them. Appealing to government to also come to our aid in that regard. Maybe lastly, but not the least, is the issue of the quotas. The institute have both senior staff and junior staff quotas. It was built maybe around the 60s or 70s. Those buildings are very old now, and they are dilapidated. If we have enough funding, it will be my joy to see that all those buildings are put in shape and rehabilitated appropriately.